Women get post-nut clarity when you touch their panties.
But I just don't want to go all the way.
Ghosting
why do you guys ghost? Because you guys
listen, do you believe that people landed on the moon?
Come on, man, no.
Yeah.
No?
Laptop ni computer mpakato.
Yes,
computer mpakato.
Hey, si laptop mpakato ipakatwe.
Yeah.
We're gonna go green for the man, goddamn. This is death. You see, you are looking at... Wait a minute.
Come on now.
Wait a minute now.
Now, come on. I don't believe in the afterlife. I believe heaven and hell are right here on earth. That's what I believe.
No romance, just...
Maybe I just want to make out. I want to make out.
Yes.
And I want to leave it at there.
It's a gray area.
I don't want to go all the way.
Say
But
that.
that's torture.
No,
It will never fuck up.
yes. Like, yes.
And I have never recorded myself. I have never recorded myself. I'm just speaking from research. They love to read their porn rather than watch it.
Oh!
Yes! Shoga, kama ulikuwa huji, ungeniambia. Umenipikilisha uji, umenifagilisha, watu walikuwa wanakuja hawajaja, saa 10 ndio unaniambia uji. Ungeniambia saa 5 isingekuwa shida. I think she gets it now. You've been hit by, you've been touched by
a smooth criminal.
Karibu kali yako.
Nah, nope. No trawling. We ain't trawling, y'all. Don't sweat it. All thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this podcast are entirely our own. They are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, entertainment purposes only. We are not exposing, condoning, indicting, or telling you how to live your life. Now, enjoy the show.
Do you guys think men gossip more these days compared to women? Damn. Why do you say that?
Oh, yes.
When did it begin? Like what is the demarcation of these days?
I think when social media started, but maybe you were gossipers from the start. We just didn't know.
That's what I think. If it's gossiping, we've been gossipers all the time.
You've been gossipers.
You genuinely think men gossip more?
Oh, for sure.
I don't think there's a more. I think we just gossip.
We just gossip?
Yeah, but maybe about different things, and also the style is different.
Have you seen? Have you ever seen men talk about other men with money, like talk about Diamond, and Zuchu? Like, but what?
No. Okay, when men gossip, it's just
it's not usually.
It's not gossip. It's like we're just chatting. You know what I'm saying?
It's gossip.
It's the presentation. Is what makes it
gossip.
Yes, I know, but what I'm gonna say is...
Dogga smashed that last night. What is that?
Okay, what's wrong with that? Don't you girls say that? Like, oh, that guy, he gave it to me last night.
You call it gossiping. Why do you call it gossiping on our side when we do it?
Because
it's the same thing.
That's why I'm saying there's no such thing as more.
It's we all gossip.
We gossip about different things, different topics. We have different interests, and we'll definitely have different ways of presenting it. Just the thing you were saying, when we talk about it, it almost feels like it's facts of life. Unajua, this guy au blow amekwama or something like that, but we're still gossiping.
You're sugarcoating it. It's gossip.
No, I'm saying we all gossip.
Like it's ways of, how is it?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying we all gossip.
But because you're men, you don't want to call it gossiping.
Exactly, but we definitely gossip.
Yeah.
Damn. Would you ever be in a relationship with somebody who gossips?
With me?
Yeah.
If we're gossiping together, me and you?
Yeah.
For sure.
Is there a relationship without gossip? I've heard that, one of the key pillars of having a relationship together is if you talk about other people.
Yes, you gossip together, for sure. That's accepted.
Yeah?
Approved 100%.
And verified.
But what is the definition of gossip anyways? And why is it? Because I feel like there's a negative connotation to this whole...
That's a good question. What is the definition of gossiping?
Can you check that?
Yeah, I'm definitely on it. What is gossip? I usually use AI in everything. I don't even use Google no more. Do people use Google to search about something?
Yeah.
That's so old
I
school.
do. I know. I'm old school. I use Google.
I mean,
I use Alexa as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Alexa in Tanzania?
I have Alexa.
I just don't like it. I think I've seen too many science
Look at
fiction stuff.
Sean.
No. I'm generally curious. I've never used an Alexa before.
You can order an Alexa. I have an Alexa.
Where did you order it from?
Amazon.
Amazon, okay. All right, gossip is an act of sharing information, often about other people, that may be private, unverified, or sensationalized.
Okay, we gossip.
So private.
We all gossip. Yeah, we all gossip.
Unverified.
Yeah.
Unverified.
Sensationalist.
Yeah, we all
I
gossip.
think we all do that.
Hey man, if you
Yeah.
gossip with your girl or with your partner or whoever you gossip with, it's healthy. We all appreciate it, and it's fun.
As long as it doesn't hurt anybody.
As long as it doesn't hurt anybody, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that said, guys, welcome back to the No Trolling Podcast. This is episode 57.
Wow.
Yeah, 57 of the No Trolling Podcast. And today, we got beautiful people in the building. And as I usually like to say, this is a show where we like to entertain, inspire, and drag you a little bit. It's just a little bit of fun and a little bit twist to it.
Yeah.
And like I always like to say, I'm your lovely, humble host. Happy to be here, host Sean 81 Jax. With that said, I'd like to introduce our couple. Hey.
Woo!
Caporo.
Okay, that's my fault. They're not a couple. My bad. Because we were just talking about couples and stuff like that. It was kind of sitting in my. But yeah, by the way, shout out to our day one listeners. Shout out to the people who are watching us right now from their big ass TV right now on YouTube. I see you, man, with your feet up there, man. I appreciate you guys are the real MVP. Shout out to wherever you're listening from or watching from. Again, this is the No Trolling Podcast. Today we got two amazing people. We got Bhoke actually. And Deo.
You pronounce it right the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bhoke.
Yes.
Okay, my bad. It sounds like a traditional name though.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
Oh,
it
yeah.
means honey.
Honey.
Yes.
Like honey or like honey, like honey.
Like honey.
Asali.
Exactly.
Okay.
I can see. They go to the inspiration from some.
Okay. All right, man. By the way, first off, we start with I'm gonna do a little intro for you guys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got Bhoke, an influencer, entrepreneur, producer, host or MC, and a presenter, TV presenter basically. You have done radio as well, right?
No, I've never done.
Oh, never done radio.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's a digital marketer and award-winner media personality. Yay! And next to her, we got Deogratius. He's a stand-up comedian, co-founder of Watubaki Comedy Show, and an actor as well, entrepreneur, and content creator, man. Yay. So today, I'm genuinely excited because I've met you guys separately, and I have had a conversation with both of you, and I believe this is going to be an amazing episode today, and I'm super excited, and hopefully you guys are going to buckle up because it's going to go down like crazy in here, man. I'm super excited.
Us too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
And man, so with that said, I'd like you guys to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, that's a really difficult question, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Talking about yourself?
Yeah. Whenever you go to an interview and you get asked, tell us about yourself.
Oh.
You're like, okay. I'm a go-getter. I'm a hard worker. I'm very friendly, loving, caring. And yeah, basically, that's a really hard question.
Really?
Yeah, because you've already introduced what I do.
Yeah.
So now
I was I've said what you do, yeah. But this that's you touch.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm friendly, loving, caring, a go-getter, a hard worker, and all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, we could get to know you more better
Yes.
as the show goes on, right?
That's a really tough question.
How about you, though?
Well, I think you already said what I do.
Yeah.
In relation to the podcast, No trolling. I don't know what people are trying to get from me. But apart from what has been said, I'm an artistic soul. I'm a hidden type of researcher. Most people don't know this. I like researching stuff. I'm into philosophy. This is something else that people may not know. Yeah, but I've also had experience in the entertainment business with regards to, since I'm doing comedy and all that, 6 years now. I've founded a company. I've worked in building another one. I've traveled for comedy. I've done comedy in Tanzania. I've done comedy in South Africa. And I'm still doing that. So you hear a lot, maybe a few things that will come from that background. I hope they pick something up.
Say no more. By the way, gang, we are at Content Hub right now. If you're a content creator, podcaster, or you like to interview, this is a space for you guys. You can rent it out there's different packages to it. So whatever fits you, just come here and get your stuff, man. Like I said, if you're a podcaster, content creator, or any creative of any sort, this is the spot for you to tap into that. With that said, we're going to dive into the first segment of the show.
Yeah.
Red flags and green flags. So I'm going to pass you the flags. He's going to pass me the flags. And like I already said, I already told you how the red flags and green flags work.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to just pass it up to you. Hold on. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. How does it feel holding those?
So this is
Like we're ready to go.
Some sort of power.
so you go green, red.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also go like this when you're confused.
How are you confused?
Well, we do have some confusing
Definitely.
statements. All right, first red flag and green flag. Says that's just how I am, instead of addressing toxic traits.
Red flag.
Red flag.
That's just how I am.
That's just how I am.
It's an excuse of you not want to change, not
Yeah.
want to be better, not want to evolve.
Yeah.
So you'd rather say, that's how I am. Don't need leave. Or no. You can change. You can evolve.
You believe people can change?
I believe people can change. I believe people cannot change for other people, but I believe people can change for themselves.
Facts.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. You feel the same way?
Yeah, red flag. Red flag. And it's, for me, it's more of a red flag because sometimes people don't even get that they're doing that. You talk about people changing, but what I've realized with people sometimes they are even to them they're oblivious to that they're doing that themselves. It's a blind spot for them. It can be that bad. So it's definitely a red flag when you go, that's just how I am. I mean, like, at your age, you should have known that doesn't work. Why are you there still?
All right. Keeps their phone on don't disturb all the time.
Oh, a red flag.
Oh.
All the time.
What's wrong with that?
You said all the time.
All the time.
All the time. That's
Yeah.
a red flag.
What do you feel about that, man?
What? You don't want to be disturbed like all the time? Mm-mm. It's
Who's saying this?
It's the same as a person who, turns their phone like this.
Or when you're on a date or like together?
Together. Or
So if I turn my phone, it's bad?
Oh, how are you turning your phone? You're hiding something.
Okay, I'm gonna go green flag.
No,
Just because
because
she
you've
sounds
done
fine.
it. You've done
No,
it, right?
I'm just like, for instance, I don't think that's why I'm saying who's doing this and what's the context. But for me, I'm usually also the type of people who are not close to their phone.
Okay.
I'm just into my world and stuff.
There's nothing
And also
wrong.
when I'm talking to people, I go, because I want to engage in the conversation.
Yeah,
Keep it- No,
exactly.
listen, you can keep your phone, like you have a bag, you can keep your phone there. You can keep your phone maybe down, whatever the case is. But
Yeah.
if it's on the table and you've turned it, then that's a red flag. Because why have you turned it? You can put it on silent.
Okay.
You can turn it off or
Okay.
whatever. If you are claiming that you want to have like a private moment with me, you don't want to be disturbed,
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
But every time, like all the time, the key word is all the time.
What if I add you to my favorite so it doesn't disturb you? You can call me whatever because you're my girl or like somebody I'm interested in.
Yeah.
But if everybody else is just don't disturb.
Like, what do you mean everybody else? Then how many people are you on your favorite?
family members.
But I call you back. You call me. I'll find your missed call. I'll call you back.
No problem. But it's on do not disturb all the time. Like, who are you that you don't want to be disturbed all the time?
I think
do you want to be disturbed?
It's a name. If it had
It's
a
all
name,
the
it's a
time.
name. To say, do not disturb me.
all the time.
All the time.
is
That's
kind of.
it's the all the time. That's what I have a problem with.
Okay. They are aware of how exactly attractive they are. They are aware of how exactly attractive they are.
For me, it's a green flag. Because sometimes, I'm telling you, sometimes you gotta flaunt what your mama gave you. And there's nothing wrong with you knowing and acknowledging that you're hot, you're beautiful, you're sexy. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you're full of yourself. It means that you know that you're hot and sexy and you acknowledge it and you embrace it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. How you feel about that, Dale?
Well, about that. So I think they're well aware of how attractive they are.
Well aware.
Well, I think I should go green. That way, I can be strict with my judgment and not be like, she may not know that she's doing that. Or that is affecting me, so you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I can see what you, but also I like it in the sense of, also with pretty women, if I can say. I usually tell very pretty women when I meet them, Paule.
Paule?
Yes.
Why?
Because it comes with so many assholes. You know what I mean? Like, you attract, like, here's what I'm saying. Here's the angle that people have not looked at pretty. Do you know the number of men that just want to grab her? Do you know the number of weirdos she just comes across? Do you know the number of people that are just trying to?
Yeah.
So I think it's nice that she knows that, because at least she will also know that it comes with that territory, so she can sort who's who. So I would love to deal with the one that knows. The one who's oblivious and be like, she doesn't know, and then a guy just says, you're beautiful, and she goes, oh, really? You've seen me. So that
I mean, I don't mind being with somebody or like talking to somebody who they know they're pretty. I mean,
yeah.
Do you think compliment them won't work? If they know exactly
if they know they're pretty and you compliment them, then they go like, I know.
Yeah.
That's a bit snobbish.
Yeah, but
Snobbish.
Well, it depends on if you and I know each other and we do like that. But if we do not, and somebody says, "Oh, you're very pretty," and you're like, "I know," I think that's a bit no.
You being a snob.
Yeah, it's a bit snobbish. So just say thank you with a smile. They'll know that you know.
Okay.
You know, when you come out of your house and you know you're looking fly.
Yeah.
And then you meet somebody and say, "Oh, you're looking so good." You're like, "Thank you." You know.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
well, with me, I think also on top of that, it's like, what was I trying to say? I tend to forget from time to time. But anyway, with the pretty thing you were saying, I was trying to make a point, which is like, sometimes, yes, I like also when I'm sneaky, but not in a bad way. It's like also, if you're that pretty, what are you overcompensating with? Because sometimes people tend to go with what they have and not develop anything else. So I sometimes just sit there and try to figure out, apart from that prettiness, have you worked on yourself, or you're just relying on that prettiness to get you through life?
Okay.
And if you're pretty, you can be one dumb woman because people just give you a pass out of life.
You're pretty.
And you don't grow. But she doesn't know sometimes.
So you're pretty until you open your mouth. Then you're not so pretty.
It's like, shut up and stay beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, you were talking about like appearances and stuff. I think I saw that. And it's very important to work on your appearance, I believe. True. Because your personality is not the first thing people see. So it's very important because your appearance will get you into different rooms, like into so many rooms. And then your personality, of course, and what you have up here will make you stay in those rooms. So your appearance is very important because that's the first thing people see.
Yeah, I was talking about that on my
You
last
can take that one to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, what you say there, I like that one. Your appearances get you into rooms. Yeah,
But your mind is gonna keep you.
Yeah.
Your personality is
It's
gonna
gonna
keep
keep
you
you
there.
there.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah, I
sense.
like that too.
We are stereotypical beings anyway. We stereotype things. We have these patterns. Like person dressed like this is probably gonna fit in this.
Yeah. So, but with the type of hair.
You're gonna
Okay.
Yeah, I should take that one to the bank.
All right. Says I'm not ready for a relationship, but still acts like you're dating.
Oh my God, it's a red
Oh,
flag.
shit.
Sean, I have been in so many of those situations. It is a red flag through and through.
Hey man, sorry for interrupting the episode. I'm sorry. I know you were enjoying it. Hopefully you were enjoying it. I know you noticed the 4K quality, the good audio quality. That's all thanks to Content Hub, man. I've been shooting a couple episodes here and I really enjoy doing my podcast here, man. And if you're a creator or a creative person, you like making podcasting like myself, content creation, product shooting and stuff like that, interviews or anything when it comes to photography and videography, Content Hub is a place you need to visit. I ain't gonna lie to you. So make sure you check them out. Let me know. Back to the video.
It reached a time where I was like, I am not gonna get into anything that starts with I don't want anything serious. The minute you say that to me, I'm out the door. When you start with I don't want anything serious, okay, bye.
But
I'm out.
Isn't that because you're looking for something serious?
Yeah, because I was not being true to myself. Okay. I was back in the days when I was young and stupid. I was like, okay,
young and growing.
Yeah,
young and growing.
When I was young and growing,
because
so men would be like,
the audience
I don't
would
want
like
anything serious. Listen, I don't want anything serious. I just want, I want us to just have fun. I want us no strings attached. Let us see how it goes.
Let's enjoy the moment.
Yeah, let's enjoy the moment. No labels, whatnot. Okay, and I'll be like, okay, fine. And then in my head, it'll be like, maybe in the next month or two, they'll change their mind.
Oh, okay, that's where you go wrong.
They never do. And
Yes,
once
exactly.
you said, I said when I was young and growing, you said young and growing back in the day. So I was like, maybe they'll change their mind. Once they find out how great I am, they'll change their mind and fall for me. So you get into the, I don't want anything serious. You get into the situationship. And before you know it, you're 5 months in, and this guy is like, I told you I didn't want anything serious. You've already fallen now. You're in too deep. And he told you from the get-go, I don't want anything serious. But you and your little mind, you're like, I do not do that anymore.
I feel like that's like a mutual agreement, don't you think?
It's
For a lot
it's
of
a
girls,
mutual agreement.
No. For a lot of girls, it's not. Because you are men. No. For us, it's not. When you guys say you don't want anything serious, you just want no strings attached, whatever it is that your situationship, whatever it is, there's something in our minds that just go maybe it might turn into something else. Sometimes it does. There's some situationships that turn into marriages, right? Sometimes it does, but most times, no. And a guy will be like, I told you from the beginning, I didn't want anything serious. It's not my fault that you fall for me. Okay? It's not my fault that you've fallen for me. And then you're like, oh, this guy has hurt me. Now you have a whole broken heart. No. So, no. I'm out the door.
How about you, Deo?
Yo, man, she just shook my whole life.
Because that's your line, huh?
No, because no, that's not my line.
That's your line.
Red flag or green flag?
That's your line.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna go green.
Yeah.
We're gonna go green for the man. Goddamn. Okay, here's my point. Here's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
First of all, I should say, this is a very, she's been honest, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
in this sense, from their part and stuff.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Me, I'm not looking at it as I've used that line. And I've definitely not said it because it's a line that I'm in the sense of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is simply this. What if it's just coming from a good place, which is, look, you're looking for something serious. I am not in the position to give you that now or next week or the month after. However, there's a chemistry here that you don't have with everybody. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
If you are into exploring it, we can explore it. And not because I'm trying to trick you or anything. You get what I mean? So there's that also. Do we just get rid of that? Do we like...
Oh.
I think maybe from what you said, it also depends on what the woman is looking in the beginning, because if you're looking for something serious, and the guy is saying I can't give you something serious, now that's the and you're into that, hoping that it's at some point it will turn into something serious.
So that girls' math is it might turn into something serious.
Girls' math.
Yeah, that's girls' math.
So now what do we do with that? So what do you want?
It's
what
not
should
your
we do
fault.
then?
Listen, it's not your fault. It's experience is a good teacher. Where I am right now, there's no way I'd fall for that because I know what I want. Okay. And once I was very straight and forthcoming with what I want, I got what I wanted. And I think back in the days I was so scared to say what I wanted. And I was like, I want to go with the flow too. But that was not what I wanted. Okay. I wanted a meaningful relationship. I wanted you to see me as a person you can build something serious with. But because I like you and I know that you like me, but you don't want anything serious. I was like, maybe along the lines, maybe along the way, you might want something serious. And I've got burned. I've got burned so many times. Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
I feel like bottom line is don't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
If it's a situation you want, go for it by all means. If it's not what you want, don't lie to yourself or convince yourself otherwise. You know,
I think that's it, because also as you were speaking, I'm getting it. Then if, for instance, you were not truly looking for anything serious at the time, then a proposition like that would be what you want then.
Yeah.
So I guess you concluded, well, it depends on the individual and what they want at the time, and they shouldn't lie to themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Another one. Y'all are dating, right? And y'all have the same circle of friends. Red flag or green flag?
Oh, red flag. Red flag.
Why is that? What was your take?
You start. Is it red flag or green
You
flag?
have the same friends?
The same friends.
Oh, come on.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, you gotta have your own sets of friends.
Really?
Because now you break up and then you gotta break up with the friends. The friends have to choose sides. Which friends are going on this side and which friends are going on that side. They're friends. Listen, his friends, her friends. There needs to be an understanding. I might be friends with her friends, but they are her friends. If push comes to shove, they're going with her. And it's his friends. If push comes to shove, they're going with him. You know it. These are, they're my friends too, but they're my friends because they're his friends. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
Okay, I see it is about a battle. it's about a battle for friends after the commotion. All right. Me, I'm gonna go with red flag, not because we are gonna have to fight for friends. Isn't it gonna be boring? It would be a very small world. I mean, like, I would want to date you. We're not the same people.
Yes.
Like, wouldn't that be boring? Like,
it would
be a very small circle. So for me, it's a red flag, because after some time it will be a very small world for me to take. I would love to have people that you
Other
also
people,
don't know. A different world.
Yeah. Where were you last night? I was with John. I talked to John, but you said, I was like, okay, you can get caught with a lie.
Yeah.
But then would you wanna, if your significant one has a friend that you don't know about, like you've never met, isn't that a red flag?
If you have, your partner has
a person,
a friend you've never met before?
You've never met before.
No, it's a green flag. It's okay. Like, you don't know everybody I've met in my life.
No, a friend. I'm not saying acquaintances or colleagues. A friend that you've never met.
How long are you? It depends on how long you've been dating this person.
Okay.
Yeah.
But a friend, because for me, a friend is somebody that's really close. I don't call everybody my friend. I don't call just anybody my friend.
How come I've not
So
met
if I
your
call you my
close
friend, that means we have like a close relationship. So if your partner has a friend that you've never met and you live in the same city, is that a red flag? Or a
Not
green
everybody takes the term friendship that strong.
Okay. Then we need to talk about what friendship means.
Yeah, some people she's my friend. So like, but we talk only once.
For me, friendship is deeper than that.
Exactly.
I don't call everybody.
So if it's that deep, I feel like it will be a red flag if you don't know about
You don't know them. Yes, it will be weird.
But in Tanzania, friends are just friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's his friend.
CUNY
Bestie.
too. We move on like that. All right. Last one. They avoid making plans for the future, saying, let's just live in the moment.
I love living in the moment.
Green flag
I'm
or
a
red flag?
queen of living in the moment.
So green flag.
For me, it's green flag.
How about you, Dale?
It's not really, maybe it's in between, but it's not really a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, they don't want to make plans for the future. They want to live in the moment and enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
And we have plans in the moment.
Yeah.
It's for me. It's not.
I don't think if we have to call in the flags for that one. It's in the gray because
it's in the gray. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. I guess it would depend on what kind of plans we're talking about. Like they don't want plan. I would have a problem with, like if we are dating to. What are we dating? To get married? Is this what we're talking about? Those kind of plans, or what kind of plans are we talking about?
For the future, moving together, married,
I
family.
like things to happen spontaneously.
Ooh, you're that type of girl.
I am that type of girl, and I don't like to force things. I'm very passionate, so I feel like if the moment is right, things will just flow. I don't have to force you to marry me. I don't have to force you to move in with me. I don't have to force you. I don't have to force anything.
Speaking of being spontaneous, sorry to cut you off. Is planning sex spontaneous?
When you've been together for a while, back if you'd asked me this maybe 5-7 years ago, I would say that's like a red flag. But if you've been together for a while,
You need to plan.
you need to plan.
The romance
You
burns
need to
away.
plan.
At
I'm
some
telling
point.
you, yes, you need. If you've been together, you're living together, you're married for a very long time.
Yeah.
It's important to plan sex because a lot of things get in the way, and sometimes the intimacy, the sexual intimacy, might take the back seat. So it's very important to work on it, and scheduling it is it's not a bad thing, to be honest.
Okay.
The people that have been together for a long time would understand this.
Why you put it like that?
But the candles and you gotta put some efforts in. You know, life
label it
happens. Life
Like
happens.
Action Thursdays, something like that.
Using
You have
fruits
a
and
label
stuff.
for you, have a name.
Yeah.
People use
Costumes and
fruits now.
Yeah.
People use fruits.
People use all kinds of stuff now. And always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you plan it. You've got candles. I love candles. You've got candles around. You've got flowers around. I love all of those things, by the way.
Yeah.
Music, yeah, wear something sexy. Just plan it. Like
Or a dude wears something sexy?
for a woman.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was like, what? I was about to say pause.
It's Hot Wednesday.
Hot
right?
Wednesday, okay.
Yeah,
Like
it's about to
role-playing
go
type of
down.
things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is role playing a tradition in Tanzania?
people, I think it's one of them hidden traditions because nobody gonna tell you how they did their wife yesterday. I'm sure people role play.
Really?
I have never role played.
Really?
Oh, I have.
You have.
Oh,
what
I
were
have.
You
you?
have?
What were you?
I have.
What were
You know how role playing we're playing?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's gonna. Okay, so you see this planning thing we were talking about? It was Valentine's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, simply put, say okay, we're supposed to go out the next day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And have another evening. like a long night. But meanwhile, we were still in a long night.
Okay.
So the role play was, why are you touching me? Like, I'm just showing you what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But it looks like you're doing it. No, I'm not doing it.
Oh my God.
Just showing you what we're gonna do tomorrow. God damn.
God.
You like that? Are you gonna role play now? She's gonna role play now. she liked that one too.
You know what I would like to
So
try
it wasn't
out?
Caps and Rovers.
Okay, honestly, this is my honest thought right now. What I want to try out is like we go out, let's say we're going out, and we pretend you're strangers and like make a move for one another.
Yeah.
I saw that in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd want to try that out.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that was red flags and green flag, guys. Let me pass the flag. Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. So now we're going to dive into the second segment,
Okay.
Wild Thoughts.
Wild thoughts.
In Wild Thoughts, we're going to play a game. Then we're going to finish with the dilemma.
Okay.
So basically, yeah. So the game we're playing today is called Is It Cheating?
Is it cheating? Okay.
So yeah, rules are simple. I read the statement and you tell me if it's cheating or not.
Okay.
Simple. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, you also guys the audience right now. Yeah. Just make sure you just comment down below if you think this is is it cheating or not. So it's gonna be like number 1, number 2, up to number 7. So you say number 7 cheating or some shit like that. You know the rules. Sharing deep emotional conversation with someone else who's not your partner.
Well, it's kind of cheating. Kind of cheating.
Why?
Because why are you sharing deep emotions with somebody that's not your partner? What's wrong with your partner? Something is not right somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
You feel the need to go share deep conversations with
So it's
somebody
cheating.
that's not. It's sort of cheating.
Me, I would say that's how you begin cheating.
That's something.
Because then now you've opened the door to somebody else commenting onto your relationship, analyzing it. So it's very easy for him to be
shoulder
like, I
to
could
cry
do better
on.
than your man. God damn, you have those problems.
Why are you with him?
Well, yeah. It's our business.
Yeah.
Come on, me would be. It would scare me, as you're saying. It would scare me. Like, why? I thought we were friends. And for me, the way I look at relationships, they're not a competition of like, here's me representing the men and here's you representing the women. No, it's like we have flaws. Let's just work together because we have something we both want to make work. Because you like it, I like it. But you're not definitely in front of me so that I can criticize you against all the women in the world and say you're good or not.
Okay.
So if we've gotten to a point where you can't talk to me about our stuff, you have to talk to somebody else. Sums up with that relationship. Shit.
Okay. They go on a vacation with a friend who is the opposite gender, like opposite sex.
Oh, hell no.
They go on what?
On vacation with a friend who's the opposite sex. Like
Is it cheating?
You go with your friend who's a woman who you claim to not have anything with. First of all, I believe men and women cannot be friends.
I'm with you.
I wholeheartedly believe that men and women cannot be
friends.
They
could know each other, hang out, but friends?
Like friends, like we come with Netflix and we chill. They can't be friends. There's no way. I've had so many matukios happening to, oh my God. My friends, I thought these guys, who were my friends, and they just turned up on me, just like that. Because we were in a compromising setting, because I thought they were my friends. So I could, be comfortable with them. We could watch a movie. We could do this. I could invite them to the house. I can do that. No.
Oh, okay.
A boy math is different. If I invite you over to my house, you think it's game, even though we're friends. If we're sitting watching a movie on a sofa together, we're friends, you start to move closer. You start to touch my... my thigh. I'm like, what's going on? I thought we were friends.
And sometimes we don't even do that because we want to do that.
You do that because of
Because the man, like just like in behalf of the man, we
Because
gotta try
you
something.
gotta try something.
We gotta try something. You can say no, it's fine. But on behalf of the man, we did try something. Anyway, I'm just joking, but I do get the whole thing. It's. Yeah, it's
But
Netflix
sometimes
and
you say,
chill.
oh, I'll be a gentleman, and then she goes complaining to her friends like, he didn't even try anything.
You see now.
But
This is why you touch
listen.
her for the men, like
For me,
just so that
if
she can
I
say
like
he did try something.
No, if I like you, you would know.
Oh.
If we're
here
all
we go
adults
again.
here. If I like you, you'd know. If I have interest in you, if I feel you in any way, I'll let you know. I will not tell you, but I'll let you know.
And that's all we need.
Yes. But if I do not,
Okay. Just to be the devil's advocate,
Mm-hmm.
okay. It's like, but is that thing there where I also have to decipher your feelings?
see?
You
have to
you
make
see that
sure.
thing?
You just have
no,
to
no,
make
no, I'm
sure.
not saying I'm making sure. I'm just saying the way you say it makes sense. And women say this all the time. If at least I've heard it. It's like, if I like you,
You know.
you will know. I am not gonna tell you
Yes.
that I like you, but goddamn, I'll give you the signs and you pick them up. And then I've had situations, bro, where you've liked someone. You know what I mean?
You've
You
been
really
in
like,
there.
bro.
You've
I
been
would
in there.
love to meow that one.
Oh, yeah.
And then you thought there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And then 2-3 years later, she tells you, I thought you treated me. You looked at me as your little sister and stuff. I thought you didn't like me. I'm like,
Maybe-
I missed the signs.
Maybe
You get what I mean?
Maybe
So
there
there's
were no
that.
signs.
There's that area. No, but she
Okay,
told
okay.
me.
How
Wait
about-
a minute. She told me. She told me that she liked me. It's just that she couldn't get me somehow because I missed the signs. And kwamba mimi nakuonyesha mbona uoni. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
There are some men that really miss the sign.
You see now?
There are some men that are like, oh my God, like wake up, like
Sasa-
dude, wake
Sasa-
up.
Sasa,
What are the
here's-
signs you show?
So sorry, Gado. Let me make my point. Then you go. My point is this: because there's that gray area, that's where the problem starts. Because yes, you say I will know, but sometimes for men,
Yeah,
they also may not know. But
sometimes,
also,
yeah.
I will also say this:
Okay.
because you as a dude, you wanted to be.
Respectful.
You wanted to be true so much. Do you get what I mean? You can read into things. You know, labda amekusalimia, but you want her so much, you read into that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe she wants something. So maybe that's where it goes off sometimes. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we are not always trying to be, but we do definitely.
I wanna throw in a question. I know you're in a segment, but can
Yeah.
I throw in a question?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so if a girl comes to your place, if you've invited a girl to your place, right? Maybe to watch a movie or whatnot, whatever, you like her, or maybe she likes you too, you like each other, you've invited her to your place.
Yeah.
Is that a ticket for you to, have sex with her? Does that give you a ticket to have sex with her?
Up to when I invite you to my home, I have a guarantee that you like me.
Liking you doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. I might like you,
I'm
and
not
I'm not ready to have sex with you just yet.
I'm not gonna demand sex from you. I'm just gonna build a moment to create that tension.
You know
so
what
you
you're saying?
act on it.
You know what you're saying? You're gonna give her the signs back.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You're not.
Yeah,
you get what
I'm gonna
saying?
bait her.
Yes. No. You're also
So-
giving her the signs.
Yeah, so maybe I like you. I do like you. You've invited me to your place. I
Yeah.
wanna come hang with you,
Yeah.
but I'm not ready to have sex just yet.
Sure.
Does that give you the right to try and have sex
No,
with me?
no.
Some men force you to do it even if you're not
that's
ready.
Wrong, that's wrong,
And
that's wrong.
some men say, "Why are you here if you're not ready to have sex with me?" The
Okay,
reason,
okay,
if you've agreed to come to my house, means you've agreed to everything.
Okay.
that
I can look at it in different perspective. If we were having a time of our life outside at the club and we go back to my place, if we don't that's now that's what are you doing? Why are you here?
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
If we're from the club, we're drinking.
What does the club have to do with
'cause we-
consent?
until we leave.
What
come
does
on, you
the
already-
club have to do with
No,
consent?
because
I feel like Tanzanian men don't know. have no clue what consent means.
No, I will speak for the Tanzanian men.
Yes.
We do know.
When I say no, you do not have a clue what consent means.
No.
It doesn't matter what settings we're in. If I say no, I mean no.
Okay. I'm painting a
To you
scenario for
guys,
you.
no means yes. 'cause
Okay,
I'm-
okay. I'm painting a scenario for you.
Okay.
I'm painting a scenario. You went out with somebody. You were friends. You met a guy. We were just vibing, dancing, drinking together. Like, oh my God, laughing. Good night, time of your life. That's why I said you guys are having a time of your lives outside.
Okay.
Then you decided to go home together. What are you doing?
And if I go home with you and I'm like, okay, I just want to sleep, what's wrong with that?
Okay, I'll answer that one for
Okay.
you. Now I'll pull this from the point that you made, and I'm trying to make you see this. I'm not even debating. You see the leniency we have given you when you say it. When we gave you when you said, "I'll show you the signs, you will know."
Yeah.
So it means you're saying, "I'll do things that will imply that." Okay, so we're talking about an area of implying things.
Okay.
Now, by you coming to, let's say, the club, in his scenario, sometimes the things that you do, and I'm not saying all people that go to the club automatically must have sex.
No.
It's just that what we have been doing for the past 2 hours, and the reason why I even got into that space is because I want to this, and I want it to end this way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm showing you that I'm grabbing you places I shouldn't be grabbing you. It's all me telling you that there might be something happening tonight. You know what I mean? You let me touch you and stuff, and then we get home. I'm all good and stuff, and then when you decide we cannot have it,
But
at least now, okay, I respect the no,
Yes.
but you will also have to understand when we get mad.
so I don't
Because it's
understand-
blue balls now.
Okay, I don't understand the mad part. You touching me, us kissing and whatnot. Does that mean that I want to go there?
But it implies that we could go.
Maybe I
Why
just
are you
want to make
kissing me
out.
then?
I want to make out, and I want to
Yes.
leave it at there.
It's a gray
I
area.
don't want to go all the way.
Say
And
that.
That's
if I say,
torture.
no, if I say no, I don't want to go all the way. I expect you to understand.
But
maybe
not
I'm not
in
ready.
the
I'm
bedroom.
I'm ready
Oh,
to kiss
not
you,
in
but I'm
the
not ready
bedroom.
for you to go. You know.
When we do it, it's a problem.
We're saying we're going to Mwanza. Right? Right, this is the whole thing. We're going to Mwanza. We get to Mwanza, almost Mwanza mjini. This is when you say you don't want to do the journey. You could have said that in Dar es Salaam. And I would have respected that one.
When we do that, it's like, oh my God, he was like, why would you even? I got so high and you didn't even do anything.
He was leading me on.
Listen, I
You
have
led me
learned
on.
so many things over the years. Okay, I get what you guys are saying, and I have put myself in such like awkward situations because
Okay.
of that. So I was like, no, I'm never gonna put. But I agree with you guys. If you do not want to go all the way, maybe you shouldn't go to a guy's
Yeah,
place.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe you shouldn't be grinding on him. Maybe you should. I
tell him.
agree, but
Yes.
also I need you guys, and I need Tanzanian men to understand what consent means.
We do
When a
understand.
girl
We
says
do
no,
understand.
she means no.
Yes,
Just
we
because
understand
she's
that.
at your place doesn't mean you have the right to
Yes.
take her panties off.
Yes.
Yes, yes. No means no.
No
We're
means
just
no.
saying the timing of the no is what creates the problem most of the time.
Exactly. Don't delay. Don't be like,
Okay, so maybe we're making out, we're getting all steamy and stuff.
You see
we're
the
making
steam?
out, we're getting all steamy, and then I don't want you to take my panties off.
You see, women get post-nut.
then why did you bait me by kissing?
Women get
'Cause I wanna
post-nut
kiss
clarity
you.
when you touch
But I
their
just
panties.
don't want to go all the way.
Oh, what if you? Okay, I think the better solution to this is like saying, "Hey, I know we kind of in the moment, and I want to kiss you so bad, but I don't want to have sex." Say that in the beginning. Don't start kissing.
Then you kill the
The
Oh, yo, she wants to. Okay, you see.
Okay, I
now.
want to make out.
Skilly. Okay,
I just
here's
don't
my
wanna
scenario.
have
Can't you make out after saying
Sure,
that?
tell me that.
I want to make out, but I don't want to have sex.
Okay.
Okay, I need
Okay.
to have that in my head.
Yes.
I want to.
I need to know we're not having sex.
Because I'm going to here's the thing, bro. Here's something she's leaving out. Look, bro, women would. Okay, I usually say this. Women are when it comes to sex, women are in charge of the intention.
Yes.
Men are in charge of the atmosphere. It's the woman usually who decides if you are sleeping with her or you're not,
Okay.
if there's action or not. But however, the whole atmosphere of nurturing that whole sense that we're gonna have sex later is up to you. You say the wrong thing, you killed the whole, you fucked up the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you not telling me that I'm not. So you're not telling me I'm participating in this whole complex thing of the atmosphere so that we can make it happen later. And then you unakuja kuniacha katikati. You could have told me so that I would not be so much invested. This.
You guys need to be patient.
You
guys need to be patient.
You know what?
Need to learn patience.
Shoga. Well, let me put it in a way. Shoga, kama ulikuwa huji, ungeniambia. Umenipikilisha uji, umenifagilisha, watu walikuwa wanakuja hawajaja. Saa 10 ndio unaniambia uji. Ungeniambia saa 5 isingekuwa shida. I think she gets it now.
All right. Your partner buys an expensive gift for their friend who's the opposite sex. A very thoughtful, expensive gift.
Okay.
Is that cheating?
Is that a friend or is it just a friend?
Just a friend.
Okay, 2 things. All right, I'm gonna go a bit white. All right, on this one. Okay, so here's what I think, and by white I just mean like, I am one of those guys who do not think my woman's life starts when she meets me. I feel like a whole personality that she has come with all of the experiences that she had. You don't know what friend is helping her with what and stuff. So I usually don't want to get in the space where I'm telling to hell with your friends, because that's a whole contradiction for me. You get what I mean? So I am one of those who could let it go if I see there's something else. For instance, I have, let's say I have a girl, and then my girl knows this dude, they're friends and stuff, and then they knew each other for alimsaidia, let's say in a career thing, or you get what I mean? She like bana me, let's say like you, when I got into nini, this guy was to go officini and stuff like. So that's you and your career, and if you're getting him a present because of that, because of what he means to this career thing, I think I should learn to bite my teeth and be like, okay, I'll let you do that. Yeah. But also, you know these things now. People usually hide in those career. When they close the door, they go.
So is it cheating or not?
So for me, it's like it's not cheating until proven. But I'm keeping a close eye on you. Why do you like him so much?
I have to understand why the expensive gift. There has to be.
Remember that story about that dude from South Africa who bought a expensive gift for the. She bought a Gucci product, and the wife found a receipt saying a Gucci bag or some shit like that, and she didn't get the Gucci, and was like, okay, who's this Gucci bag for? Yeah, so it was a trend. You guys didn't heard about that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh man, I forgot the name. It went so viral on TikTok. Okay, keep it to
So I need to understand why the expensive gift.
Okay.
And if the explanation makes sense, then I don't have a problem with it. But if it doesn't, then like why would you do that? Yeah, it's cheating.
Yeah, and also part of the things that people don't say with relationships, that's why I say it's not a competition. Sometimes the other person is really just keeping your, for lack of a better word, your demons in check. They're keeping your desires in check sometimes, because if she's there checking, at least sometimes you will ask yourself to do things once and twice or something. So I get it. I get you wanting to know, why do you want to give her this? Exactly. I get that one.
All right, your partner watches adult content.
It's not cheating. We can watch it together if you want.
Damn.
I don't mind.
Have you ever watched like adult content with somebody?
Yeah.
Have you?
Huh?
What?
Be honest.
Really? With somebody, like you're watching it together?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Wait, what planet is he from? Is this Mars?
Sean.
What? Is it just me?
It's just you. You are the minority on this one.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't mind if my partner watches adult content. I don't mind if we watch it together. I don't mind. I don't mind. I think
it's not.
I feel like as a whole, if I can make
As a whole,
there's a whole package of like.
I heard whole.
No, I'm saying there's a whole package of that whole sex thing, those whole desires, all of that stuff. There's a place for that, and it happens that you are the one who is in charge of that department. So I'm gonna try to have whatever permissible fantasy. You know what I mean? You're the person I should do this with, is what I'm looking at. So if it's about exploring and stuff, I would rather do it with you and stuff. And I would also like to know your crazy stuff. You like it on the feet. I would love to know
on the feet.
I don't know. People are crazy, man, with their foot fetish and stuff.
Oh, we're not king shaming. If you
I
like
would
feet,
rather
it's
be
up
the
to
one
you.
who know kuliko akajua mchizi mwingine. They will be like, yeah.
And
I would rather
women-
be the one you are free to be crazy
Some
around.
women are shy accepting that they watch adult contents. They're really shy because because of the culture that we're in, whatever.
yeah.
When nafiki too, but you do watch it on the low. You watch it
And
every
women,
night,
by the way,
and you know what you do once
and
you
women,
watch
by the
it.
way, research. May I add there? Women, by the way, research says women also consume a lot of content, but for them, they usually consume written content, books and stuff. They're into that. Oh, so he touched me on the, and then I went. They love to read their porn rather than watch it.
Oh,
Yes. I should say that this research, I got it from a speaker who is based in Canada. But women would like, the reason why, and the argument for that is this: it's not just hardcore. You get what I mean? The story part makes it. It gives it it gives
fantasy.
It gives the fantasy. Kwa hiyo when it's put in a story and stuff, it takes it into this fantasy world, which is more exciting for women rather than just. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. Okay.
What?
I'm just trying
It
to.
is-
But this is
I'm still
that
trying
research.
to process
What are you processing?
Look, bro. Me
watching it together with you. Isn't it awkward?
Sean, it's
But isn't she sharing her
No,
deepest,
yeah.
weirdest things that she never shares with anyone?
No.
But isn't there something special that you get to see a side of her that nobody else sees?
So how does it even start? Like, hey babe, do you want to watch a video? Like, there's a video of.
No, there's
you know
no
what?
video. It's just like it's in a conversation because once you get to know each other and whatnot. So do you watch adult content?
I
Like
think-
I say, a lot of people would say no because they're hypocrites.
Okay, they're shameful about
They're
it.
hypocrites.
They're taking
They
care
don't
of
wanna,
themselves, ain't you,
they
what
don't
an
want to.
hypocrite?
They don't want to admit that they watch adult contents, but they do. But I'm very forthcoming. I don't give a shit. I'm like. Yeah, I do. So
And
what? You want to watch it together? Do you
okay.
do you want to watch and we watch and it's fine.
Me, I think the way it would start naturally.
And we laugh and we joke about it and whatever.
Okay.
Maybe we get hot and do stuff. Whatever the case is. But
Plus, also,
yeah.
she's already in that phase of her life where they have to plan for these things. So added spices is also allowed.
Very important. Very important. You have to use everything you've got.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's some people who go to the extent of recording themselves and watching it later.
Two things. Can I say two things?
Yeah.
First things, I think naturally the way it would start, if you ask me, it would be something like a GIF. When if it's your girl, sometimes you're sexting. So as a foreplay for the real thing. You get what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So in that space, it's usually they would send you a gift or something. So I guess that road can lead you guys into the conversation of porn and stuff like that. And that content
Yeah.
and stuff. And also, there was something I was saying and then you jumped in.
Oh, I was saying people record themselves and watch
Recording
it and watch it later.
Because here's the thing, it's another, human beings, it's another shot of dopamine. Like, apart from the sex, watching I have never recorded myself. I'm just speaking from research.
Okay.
It's like there must be another kick to it. Otherwise, people wouldn't just do it. There must be something about looking at yourself performing that gives you a whole nother vibe. Otherwise, what was singing? What are you recording with this leaking?
Because people, leaks happen all the time.
Yes, but people don't stop.
Because we've had so many cases of women, girls in Tanzania with connection, right? Like a lot of sex tapes leaking out and stuff like that, and then getting into trouble, whatnot, because it's against the law, by the way.
Sure.
So there's been a lot of cases.
But who is going to report?
A lot of cases. No, we've reported a lot of cases because there are men that can blackmail you because they've recorded you and they have, your connection with them, so they blackmail you. There's a lot of cases that have been reported, and then girls are scared. How do I go to the police? Because I gave this man consent to record me or whatnot. And then and then when I was here, so I think we've talked about it so much. I haven't heard it in the past year, so I feel like maybe it has, maybe people have understood at some point. I don't know.
No, leaks just went down last month.
Yeah.
What?
Leaks.
There's another leak.
Last month, some kids in school.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, it was just like a few months ago.
You put cameras in for these things is gonna go on for a while.
It's not gonna stop.
I cannot. Really but we need to be safe out there.
It's just that it's one of those things. It's one of those crazy things because usually these recordings they happen in a very it's a very private setting.
What if she asks you to record her with her phone? Are you gonna say no? Record her with her phone?
Yes.
Record her doing what?
I usually
taking it from the back.
Usually I just recorded my mind to be safe, but
you record yours?
No, I'm saying in my mind. I just record that and play it back later. But I'm just saying, man,
flashbacks.
I don't know where we got into this whole thing, but I'm saying
we were talking about porn.
Oh God, can we talk about something else?
About porn.
All right. They keep their gifts from their ex. Is it cheating?
They keep their gifts from their ex.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the gift as well, because if you're keeping, not actually. Let me raise you with keeping their photos from their ex. Like they keep the photos in their phones from their ex or past relationships.
Yeah.
For me, that's a no-no. Like, why are you keeping the photos? Like, why are you keeping for memories? Like, what are you remembering now? What are you hoping
cheating.
to? What are you hoping to achieve with keeping photos of your ex? So along with the gifts, if maybe your ex gave you a car, I don't expect you to sell it just because you've met me, right? I don't expect you to get rid of it just because you met me. Your ex gave you a house. I don't expect you, but your ex gave you a bracelet that you're wearing every day. It has your initials, yours and hers, and you keep on wearing it every day, like flaunting it. So every time I see that bracelet with your initials, I know it's from your ex.
Okay, that's
she's saying we are a free country. Why are we still going?
Listen, I talked about this before. I'm gonna talk about it again on this podcast. Mm-hmm. I had an ex that had a photo of his ex in his bedroom, and after we did the deed, he would go and apologize to the photo. The ex had died, by the way.
Yo, that's deep.
Still means that he hasn't moved on.
Okay, so I was like, am I jealous of a dead girl? But it was weird to me. And he was like...
How long did you go on with this?
Not so long, but yeah.
Oh, hey, Dada. Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn, how would you... I think it's a ritual.
She was the love of his life. She was the love of his life.
I'd leave
she
that
died,
room.
And he had the photo in his bedroom.
And you witnessed
it? Him saying I'm sorry to the photo once we finished? Yeah, I was right there.
Instantly, just after the deed, just instantly walk up, stood up and just...
Yeah.
Yo, man, now I'm sad for the guy. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I'm just sad for that guy.
Yeah.
That's some sad stuff.
It was very conflicting because I was like, okay, now I'm jealous of a dead girl. Yeah.
She dead. She can't do nothing.
Yeah, but then now I'm jealous because now why are you crying over the photo?
I'm thinking, has this guy healed already? Is he still in the
going
same
through it.
condition? Because
I don't know.
He's stuck in some
Was
chapter.
he married to this woman?
No.
He just
Boyfriend
loved
and
her.
girlfriend, yeah.
That was some Romeo and Juliet
That was
shit.
some, man. Still not moved on through that stuff.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, he would talk about her every chance he got.
Shout out to everybody.
He would compare me to her every chance he got.
Oh.
Every time we have a fight, he would say, so and so wouldn't do this.
Okay.
She would do this.
I think
Mind you, she dead.
that's some issues,
So I'm like,
but,
okay, now.
but here's the contradiction. Here's the contradiction.
What?
Still, she's the love of his life. This woman is dead,
Yeah.
but she is the love of this man's life who is living.
Yes.
That there is a mental issue right there.
Yeah.
Because the moment you start dating them, like, what are you now, in death? Because we're still in life, and the life of your life is dead. And you know you can't compete with a dead person, because the dead person has done their job, they're good, they're finished, they will never fuck up.
Yes. Like, yes.
Never fuck up. Because they look at your old ex, that bitch. No, she's in the grave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, whoever you are. Poorly, brother.
Hey, shout out to everybody who has moved on, man. It's not easy.
It is not easy.
It's not easy. Okay, the last one for this segment. Telling someone else they're attractive and you date them if you were single. Is that cheating?
Come on, that's cheating. Telling somebody they're attractive, that's not cheating.
Yeah.
But you would date them if you were single? Like what he said, that's leading up to something. Like you up to no good.
That's cheating right there. Cheating as well?
Yeah, man. God damn.
That's no
I'm
brainer.
thinking like this. I'm thinking like, why would you put me in those shoes now? Like, why would you put me? Like, you already have options and stuff. Like, how does that leave it's not a healthy way to, like, have a relationship and stuff.
Okay.
I wouldn't go for that.
Okay, that was the end of the game. That was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's crazy how you guys perceive things. Yeah. I'm still on to the watching things together, but dilemma. We got a dilemma right
We
now.
got a dilemma.
Okay, so this is from a girl. My boyfriend's just a friend.
Okay.
Calls him at midnight, laughing about an inside joke. He picks up, chats for a few minutes, then tells me I'm overthinking when I ask about it. He says it's nothing. We always joke like that. Is this harmless, or is he crossing the line?
I zoned out in the middle of that question.
You zoned out?
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with my head.
Definitely crossing the line.
Should I repeat the question for you?
Yeah. What did you do?
He's zoned out. Okay, should I start from the beginning?
Yeah,
Yes.
please.
My boyfriend's just a friend calls him at midnight, laughing about an inside joke. He picks up, chats for a few minutes, then tells me I'm overthinking when I ask about it. And then he says it's nothing. We always joke like this. Is this harmless, or is he crossing the line?
You gonna have to change your standards a bit. This is what I'm trying to say. Look, certain things you do when you're single,
Yeah.
certain things you can't do when you're
in a
dating,
relationship.
simply because you're gonna sometimes temper with the person you love's heart or some feelings and stuff. It messes with their feelings.
Yeah.
And given that this whole relationship is usually very much based on the feelings part, you know, I think if you're a good boyfriend or a good girlfriend, I'm not saying stroke the ego of your partner, but I'm saying if you were a good one, you would like to protect their feelings. You would like for them to feel secure. You would like to feel, But so why would you put them in that position of like having them be like, you're the one catching up? Like this happens all the time. I don't think it's healthy.
That's
it's not
bad.
healthy.
That's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
That's crossing the line for
Crossing
sure.
the line.
for sure, because you can't do that. You can have the inside jokes, whatever, when you're by yourself and whatnot, but not in front of your girlfriend or your
that's
partner.
disrespectful.
Well, it's very disrespectful. When
So
they're there, make them feel like they're the center of attention.
So what do you
Afu yo
think?
ya kwamba it's at middle of the night and then you
Middle of
call
the
me
night.
and you tell me and then she and the answer is we do this all the time. You're overthinking. Okay, even if that's the case, please don't do it in this situation because it will just
It's middle of the night. It's our moment to like just.
This is
Yeah.
what single people
Crossing
do,
the
and you
line,
don't
yeah.
get to do it. You're
Yeah.
dating now, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like, okay, now we know that he's crossing the
Yeah.
line, right? What initiative should this girl take?
I think she should talk to him. I've had this case before, similar, right? I think she should talk to him and then tell him how she feels, how that makes her feel.
Yeah.
And if the boyfriend really cares for her, he will take that into consideration, that this is hurting my girl in one way or the other. I need to
Yeah.
stop it,
I
or I
need
need
to
to find a
stop it.
better way to do it.
Okay,
Maybe not
okay.
do it when she's around, or stuff like that.
Be
So I
sneaky.
think, yeah, you sit him down and talk to him about it.
Yeah.
Don't nag about it, because once you nag about it, now men take it in a whole different context.
Yeah.
Now you're nagging, you're overreacting and stuff like that. But then if you sit him down and talk to him calmly and explain to him how that makes you feel, if he's into you and cares for you, I'm sure he'll,
It should be easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey gang, don't go anywhere just yet. We still got more of the No Trolling podcast coming out.
My worst experience with these thieves or snatchers.
Yeah.
With the first time I was in Kariako, I was about 15. Yeah. So I had a big backpack. I'm going shopping with my mother, and my phone was in the first pocket. And my phone, the pocket was so small, then it had my phone on like a printout. You can actually see that's my phone, my Galaxy S4, Samsung Note 4. So I think it was like a huge phone for me back then. Then I was just walking. Then I was like, oh, what time is it? Check my bag. My zipper was out. I was like, oh, maybe I just misplaced it. Then I was like, open another zipper. I was like, okay, what? I opened the whole bag. I was like, mom was like, it's too late. I could have warned you. And the thing is about Kariako, you always have to hold your phone in your arm.
You
Don't put it in your pocket. Don't put it in your bag.
Shit. I used to put it in my pocket, but I keep my hands very busy around the pocket.
Have you ever been snatched by a thief before? Like,
Making sure the phone is there.
has your phone ever been snatched before? Oh
No, I've never had one of those. They just stole it from me. I was sleeping
You were
from
sleeping
a window. They took it from my bedroom.
Damn.
Shit, man, with my laptop and shit.
Ooh.
Dell XPS, small ones back then.
Oh my God.
And an iPhone 5, gold casing and everything. They said,
What was your
how would
scenario?
you... Eh?
I'm talking about. Okay, what was your scenario with that?
I've had several.
Oh,
Yeah. One
Damn.
in New York, which is number one for me. And then another one when I was in uni in the Della. Just somebody just snatched it from my hands. And then another
you want
one,
on the window on the Dala?
yes. And then another one, I was poster. Somebody just cut my bag like that and went with the phone. They're so smooth with it. Like,
You've been hit by, you've been touched by
a smooth criminal.
Bam, bam, baralende, barabende, karibu Kariako.
Hey man, hey, we back from the show break, and now we're gonna chop up the last segment of the show.
Okay.
No trolling.
No sweat.
Don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
Yes.
Don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
Nobody been gonna be trolling.
We're not trolling. You're not trolling.
I'm not trolling.
Okay. We're gonna start. So it's basically we're gonna be doing like simple like questions and statements, and you're gonna be answering it.
Okay.
Okay. You know how when you have like spiritual awakening, how do you know when you you've truly found your spirituality? No trolling.
I love the way you say, do you know how when you found your spiritual awakening and we went, as if that's some shit that happens for every person. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it, right?
Yeah.
I am thinking about it because I believe I'm a very spiritual person. Yeah? I believe I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual. I believe that. I believe in the power of the universe. I believe in the higher power, that is God or whoever you might want to call him or call it, whatever, but I believe in the higher power. I'm Christian, but I feel that every time I need something to happen, I need something to happen. Usually I close my eyes. Sometimes I go down on my knees. They call it praying, right? And I ask for it. And there's something that happens when I'm doing that. It's like when people are meditating, right? When you're meditating where you like really want it. So I make sure my mind, body, and soul like really wants it as I'm praying for it. And usually something happens during that period.
Moment.
Yeah, during that moment, something happens that's so beautiful. I think it's the faith of you believing that that's actually gonna happen, and most times it happens. Sometimes it happens instant, and you're like, there's gotta be a higher power because there's no way. Do you know when you have una shinkumi to your name, literally nothing, and you go down on your knees, or you close your eyes because I can't do this with my eyes wide open. You close
that
your
was
eyes.
psychopathic.
I can't. You close your eyes and you say, God, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really need it. I'm at a rock bottom. I need this. Please make it happen. I need it. And then it happens instant. Mtu akupigia simu is like, oi, kuna laki moja hapa au laki mbili. It's like, what the fuck just happened? Right? There's gotta be a higher power doing this. There's no way. There's gotta be a higher power. Whatever it is, like something heard me up there. So for me, I guess to answer your question.
So when you say you're spiritual but not religious,
yes.
what does that mean on your side?
On my side or on his side?
Your side.
On my side, I'm spiritual, I'm spiritual and
but not religious.
Not religious because I don't know the Bible, right? I know the Bible, but I can't quote the Bible as how everybody else who's religious does it. I can't do that. I'm Christian. I'm Catholic. I've been to Sunday schools. I've done my communion. I've done my confirmations. So I know of the Bible. I've read the Bible, whatnot, but I can't quote it as everybody else can. And there's a lot of conspiracy and a lot of things that goes with religion and stuff like that. So I choose to be spiritual. I believe in God for sure. I am Christian for sure. I am Catholic for sure. But I don't go to church every Sunday, okay? Because if you're a religious person, then you gotta go to church, man. You can't be religious and not go to church. But I do pray. And I do believe in the higher power, and I think that's the difference between being religious and being spiritual. Yeah, for me, that's what makes sense to me, really.
How about you, Dale?
Well, what question? The first one? Or?
Okay, the first question is, I'm asking it again because we went on a roller coaster there.
Yeah.
How do you know you've truly found your spirituality? No trolling.
Okay, no sweat.
Okay.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Personally, because it's also a personal question, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It's a very personal question. And for me, basically, what I've come to understand is when you're actually spiritual, you're just gonna be happy with yourself. You're gonna just know, feel, and live like you're supposed to be here now. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And there is meaning to your life doing exactly what you're doing. and you don't have to go out there to look for something else. What that also means is you stop looking for this holy grail or something that is so-called the life after, or the afterlife, or any weird grandiose idea saying that what we have now or what you actually have now is less, or there's no meaning in what you're doing now.
Thank you.
Until you get to a certain point.
You have to prepare yourself for the afterlife.
For the afterlife, or there's it also plays out in your feelings. Now, if we get back to the emotions and feelings, because if you ask me, all of these books, religions, and everything, they're really trying to tell us how we should orient our being, how we should be, in the sense so that we are okay with ourselves. All right. So it's really about the way you think and the feelings you have and the actions you act towards this, depending on. So for me, being spiritual, it means you get full meaning, full purpose, full everything in the moment right now. And it's not a search for anything else.
Yeah.
So a person who is acting, first of all, I should go to my understanding of the word spiritual. For me, everything is spiritual, because for me, everything comes out of spirit.
Yeah.
So God for me would be the overall spirit, if we can say that. I don't want to say the biggest, but the spirit that contains all little spirits which we are. So everything is spirit.
Yeah.
So it is spirit that is allowing us to create things, to have ideas, and then put emotions to them and create a podcast. So this is the spirit acting. Spirit is the one that gets us to the point. It's given us this whole experience that we can even know colors and go like, I want that shoe, and you pick it. So the person making it and you picking it, it's all acting in spirit. However, how is the spirit playing out in our life? Every person has their own way of explaining, and what type of life they want to live. People would have. So for me, religion, organized religion or unorganized, is usually people trying. The right way to look at it, it's, and I don't want to say religion because there is baggage to that, but I'm saying any system. Because these things are systems, and religions are not only systems of thoughts and how you should feel, but are also systems of rituals. She's saying she's not a Christian. No. You're saying you're a Christian.
I'm not religious.
You're spiritual. So basically, for what I've found out is, even when we're using that term, it's like, I am not participating so much into the rituals that have been told, like I should go to this, I should do this, when by this, I should go to this. I'm not really into the rituals per se, but I am keeping the lifestyle. I am keeping the faith. That's what is going on. So for me, if you ask me, everything is spiritual. And with regards to, a person, to answer the question, a person who's really acting spirituality is, they find the beauty of life right now, right here, and meaning everywhere. Because I will also add this. One of the things that makes people hate life, or like right now what we're having with people killing themselves and stuff, it's like life has lost meaning. There's a whole word from the Christian tradition of like, kuna mkate na kuna neno, and you cannot just live by the bread, you also need the word. It means this. Yani, it's apart from your day-to-day mundane thing, there must be a story that is giving meaning to that whole thing. So if you have no meaning, now this is about to be like a sermon. If you have no meaning in your life, this is what makes you feel like it takes life out of life. Then you're just left with no romance. Just, you get what I mean? So that's it. So a person who has found both of these, you look at the gurus, the ones who are actual gurus and stuff, they're just people who are like, I like looking at the birds.
Yeah.
They fly, look at the flowers. They tell you very basic things, and you realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe there's something wrong with me and the way I'm looking at things.
Okay.
So that's the way
I'm going to be very controversial here, and I'm going to get trolled. Okay? I know I'm going to get very trolled, especially with religious people. I don't believe in the afterlife. I believe heaven and hell are right here on earth. That's what I believe. I believe when you die, there's no place we go. We just stop existing. It's like when you were not born, you were not existing. And when you die, you just stop existing.
People don't
that's what I believe. I believe heaven and hell are right here on earth.
Okay.
And I know this is very controversial, but it's what I believe. It's what I choose to believe. So I choose to be a good person right here on earth. I choose to be a better person right here on earth. And I don't believe that there's anywhere else that we go after we die other than the grave. That's just, we cease to exist. We stop existing. That's it. It's like in 1970, you were not born, you were not existing. And then the year you were born, you started existing. When you die, you just stop existing. That's what I believe.
Well, for me, it's a bit different. Yeah, it's
That's
a bit different.
what I believe.
Okay, so first things first. I don't think if you die, we stop existing.
Okay.
Here's what I think. Here's what I know to be the truth. And my experience is this. So if we say we're all spiritual or we come from the spirit, it be spirit is not a thing.
Yeah.
That's why spirit is not a thing. It's not something. It's not a thing which it has dimensions. It has the beginning. It has an ending. It is not a thing from which everything comes from. So personally, what I know is spirit has no form. It has no any. All the form.
Where do
for
you
instance,
believe? Where do you believe we go when we die?
Okay, here's the point. For instance, Deogratius, sawa, is spirit playing Deogratius. So you know, so the form Deogratius right now, this dude you're seeing, sawa, is one rendition, is one way spirit is knowing itself. So when I die, when Deogratius, this form ceases to exist, what happens is this. We gotta go to this. So there's spirit, then you have your mind and you have your body, or you can go spirit, soul. In Gawa, what it means by soul is simply just individuated spirit, and the body, or let's just go spirit, mind, body. So spirit is the unconscious. It doesn't know anything. So if it wants to know itself, it creates a soul, which is basically a state of feelings and emotions in a sense. Then these states of feelings and emotions that you have create a body, and you experience them through this body. When you die, when this body ceases to exist, your spirit doesn't, your soul, your individuated spirit doesn't stop existing.
Where does it go? It stays in the house?
No. It creates another form.
Okay.
For instance, so you came in as Bhoke, sawa. You live the life of Bhoke.
Okay.
And what is trying to experience that? The overall spirit. Yani, God has divided itself into many individuals, if I can say that.
Okay.
Because God just wants to know things from the perspectives of these individuals. After your perspective has ended, you as an individual spirit creates another experience, you know, for God to know itself.
Wait.
But does
So
that,
there's that. This connects to the whole reincarnation thing.
Reincarnation thing.
So does that spirit that creates another thing remembers that once it was something else before? Does it remember, or it becomes something else entirely with no recollection of what it was in the past?
before.
Okay, so let's use a simple example. So let's talk of another way of looking at spirit, body, and mind will be some like space, time, and matter.
Okay.
So what is space? Space in Swahili is nafasi. And if I tell you what is space, you cannot. Space has no dimension. Can you tell me what space?
No, it has
just
no dimensions.
So a space can contain a mind. Our space can contain thoughts and feelings which create an experience or a reality. You get what I mean? So now, so let's say this space now has contained thoughts, feelings, and whatever we want to say that has created the reality of Bhoke. So, when the reality of Bhoke goes away, which is the body that dies, you get what I mean? Whatever mental state you were in, because the body that dies, but that's, even the word soul simply means thoughts and feelings in a certain higher realm. So that space is also going to create from yani, if you died, for instance, saying, maybe in this life I should have been more good with people.
Yes.
Cynthia. So the incarnation says, I should have been more good with people. I should have talked to Nina Nini. So when you die, what happens is you have a rendition of the life you wish you had to live.
Okay.
It's like
And
regrets.
Yes. And the reason why you're living that life is to be like squishy Evie. Maybe this is the right thing. So you're also still learning, but you're not going to come back as Bhoke. You're going to have the same circumstances. Let's say you were unsatisfied in this life. So in the next one, you're going to have a situation of that same feeling of unsatisfaction that you're going to have to come off of. So this is why they say, if you die with regret, you're going to be born again into the same circumstances. Do you get what I mean? Telling you were saying, I should have done better. It's like, okay, here's a chance.
Okay.
See that reality also if you think it makes sense. And after,
But my question is, okay, I get what you're saying in terms of spirits and whatnot. But my question is, when you come back, when you're given another chance, whether you come back as a lizard, you come back
no.
as another person, whatever. But do you have the recollection that you lived here before?
First things first.
You lived it, because we've seen movies where it's like different dimensions, whatever. You know those movies where
something
like
triggers
there is-
you to remember.
Like there is
Yes.
Sean in a whole different
Dimensions.
There's a Sean in this world, and there's a Sean in other dimension. There's Sean in
No.
other-
That's a-
We've
not
seen
really.
those kind of movies.
No, not from
The
my
Flash.
understanding.
No. I'm saying we've seen those kind of
Yeah.
movies. So movies where they're trying to, I think they're just trying to define things and trying to make sense out of things. Once you start reading into these things, reading to spirits, reading to whatever, afterlife, whatever, there's so many things. I understand what you're telling me. My question remains, when you come back in whatever form.
No, you don't.
Whatever form. So it's not you coming back.
No, it's your
It's your
you
spirit
see-
into somebody else.
No, it's not somebody else. Here's the thing. People think like my body has the spirit in it. No.
You create the spirit of
no.
sex space.
No. Spirit creates me right here.
Okay.
So what is...
Oh, so spirits are just...
It's just going to be there.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
space. So
Okay,
that
it's a
space now contains the life of Deo. Because I want the experience of an artist who is a comedian and stays. So I get that movie, right? After I die, and also, we are not just doing this, from my understanding, we are not just doing this for the sake of doing it. We are growing. For instance, a spider has 6 eyes to see the same reality you're seeing with 2 eyes.
Yeah.
So it means, and also a spider cannot be in a podcast.
Yes.
You can be in a podcast, but
Yeah.
we are in the same reality.
Yes.
So God has experienced itself in the mind as a spider, and we have grown now because your mind can produce way more than a spider. So the overall spirit, which is God, wanted to experience more than just a spider and create a new life form of human beings. So maybe there will be a person later who will have 1 eye, and maybe that version of human beings will be better than you in the sense of the things that they can comprehend. So
Yeah.
it's also that evolution thing where we're creating better life form. And who is doing this? The overall spirit. Because, so for instance, one thing you said is you believe in God.
I believe in God.
Now here's the thing. If you go to the definition of belief,
Yeah.
for me, the way I understand it, belief is for things that don't exist.
Yeah.
Things that are not true, for instance.
Yeah. Like things are not true.
That are not true, for instance. I believe that, Cindy, I believe that I will be the president of this country. Is it true now that I'm the president?
No.
But if I believe it and keep working on
I
it,
might be the president.
I might be the president.
Might be the president, yeah.
So for that to happen,
You
I have to believe in a
you have
lie.
to believe,
It is a lie right now. I'm not the president.
But maybe it's not a lie. Maybe it's a dream.
Yes, but a dream is a lie. No, that's the thing.
That's another thing. A dream is a lie.
Yes, that's the thing. People are missing this out. You can make up a lie and make it true. You can make up a dream and make it true. And that's the point of this whole game.
But why must it be a lie? It doesn't have to be a lie. A dream doesn't have to be a lie. It could just be something that you believe in, but it just hasn't happened yet.
Okay, but it hasn't happened yet.
But it's not a lie. It might happen.
It might happen. Okay.
Because a lie is false.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying really. A dream needs you for it to come true.
Yes.
Okay, so you believe in God.
I do believe in
So
God.
God needs you for him to come true.
Needs me for him. I believe in God.
So
I just don't believe in the afterlife. I said afterlife.
No, don't answer my.
No. I believe in God. I said I believe heaven and hell are right here on earth. That's what I believe. Okay. In my religion, it says that there's an afterlife. We die and we either go to hell or we go to heaven, depending on how good you were on earth. Okay. So for me, I feel that what I believe over the years, over the years, anyways. The knowledge that I've acquired, and this has nothing to do with my religion or whatever the case is. I think hell and heaven are right here on earth.
Okay.
So we do not have to wait for us to be the best versions of ourselves after we die.
Okay.
We can be that right here. We can treat people good right here. We can help people right here. We can do good deeds right here.
Okay, so me, I'm saying this. First things first, there are two things there. I'll answer the second one with the heaven and hell. But the point that I was trying to make earlier with the word belief is that a dream needs you for it to come true.
Yes.
So, you are the one powering the dream.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, my problem with belief of God is this. I think it's blasphemous for me to say I believe in God, because I will also be saying, by me saying I believe in God, I'm saying God needs me to believe in him for him, or not even him. God needs okay, let's just use the him now. God or him or her needs me to believe that it exists or he exists for him to be. So you're saying between you and God, the one that is making the other one happen is you. Do you believe in your hands?
They're right here.
The answer to that is I don't believe in my hands because they are here. I don't need proof. There is all the proof that you have your hands. So that's why you don't need belief, because they are there.
Yeah.
Right? But we are so funny when we say we believe in God. So you're saying, as far as my hands, I can see them here and I am here. But as far as God, which is supposed to be the source of me, and even this here that I am saying I'm here, that's what I need proof.
Who said they need proof to believe in God?
By saying you believe in God, you're saying God doesn't exist. You're treating God as a dream. This is why I have a problem.
What am I supposed to say then? I'm not supposed
You're
to.
supposed to simply know that God exists as the way you know that you have hands.
Okay, so
and then you use belief to create realities that you want.
So what am I supposed to? I'm not supposed to say I believe in God. I'm supposed to say God exists.
Do you know that God exists or doesn't exist? Do you know that? Do you know that God does?
Yes, I feel it in my heart.
You know that God exists.
I know
so you should say that I know that God exists.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say I believe in God.
Because
I need to say I know that God exists.
Yes, because belief.
Got it.
Belief. Now that's very important, because belief is for things that are not there. The moment you say you believe in God, you're treating it as a possibility. While it's already possible, because if there wasn't God, if you're treating God as a source, you're already here. There's a source causing you.
Okay, Pastor Deogratius.
All right, number one. Number two, with the death. with the death thing.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
I'm coming back to that.
Yeah.
With the death thing, I believe spirit is nothing, sour. Then it becomes the mind, which is life, and then that mind becomes the body, which is death. This is death. You see, you are looking wait a minute.
Come on now.
Wait a minute now.
Now, come on.
Here's what it means.
What is death now?
Let me tell you something. You see this body? You see this body right here? it is a product of what you've eaten, of what you've, first of all, let's not go to the eaten, of what you've thought about yourself, of what you've felt about of yourself, and then what you've eaten, because you value that given your thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
So this is the past.
Anatuchanganya.
This is death. You look, it's condensing.
This is not death, but
listen. No, it's a beautiful picture. Listen.
Yo.
Nothing, and then it condenses to the mind, and then it becomes the body. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mimi nimekuelewa mwanzoni. Sasa hivi naona unanichanganya.
I'm seeing where he's going and where he's coming.
Yeah.
So here's the hell and thing. First thing, here's the thing. As far as hell and heaven, they're both here, just like the way you're saying. But what are they? They're states of mind, the way you think and you feel. So here's the thing. If you are living in a manner where you're suffering, you are in
hell.
Now, hell, but also even if you're living in a manner that is good, we are calling it, you are in
heaven.
But again, it's playing out in this life form here. Cynthia. So now, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this, because they're I'm trying to conclude by saying this, because there are states of mind.
Mimi nimekuelewa vizuri tu, and it's very refreshing to see when people have different point of views. People have different point of views and how they think, how they articulate things and whatnot. And I wish more people would have that type of mentality, that there is. It's okay to like have an opinion, and it's okay to respect each other's opinion. And just because you don't agree with what I say, that doesn't make it wrong, or doesn't make it false.
Yeah, for
or also doesn't. Let's agree to disagree. I always say, especially with people online, just because you don't agree with what I'm saying, let's agree to disagree. You have your opinion, but we don't have to disrespect each other just because you don't agree with what I'm saying or my views or whatnot. You can disagree with me respectfully, and I can understand that. I can disagree with you as well, whatnot. What you told me about spirits, I think that was very knowledgeable. You've explained it in a very
spirit becomes
in a very earthly way,
exactly,
for every person to understand, rather than when you hear like religious people explain it.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
When they explain it, they don't explain it in an earthly way, so it's very hard to understand. But you explain it in a way that I actually really understand, like what spirit is and what it means and how it exists and how it can exist in different forms and how
So spirit for me is like spirit becomes mind, which is thoughts and feelings, and then it later on still becomes the body, which means would be something like this, if we were to put it in simple terms. If you're saying it's spirit, well, which I also look at as space, so let's just say it's the spirit of jealousy, right? You're in a space where you're acting out of jealousy. You know what that's going to do? It's going to give you thoughts and feelings of how to be jealous. You get what I mean? It's going to give you thoughts and feelings of jealousy. And those thoughts and feelings about jealousy could later condense into actions, which is now the body. So spirit, mind, body. The body also means your action. So you act in a jealousy manner. But we can follow how you ended up there. You started from a jealousy space. That gave you certain thoughts and feelings of how to act as a jealous person, and you went and put them into action. So this same thing is happening in a bigger scale with everything else. So also I wanted to add on with regards to even what I was saying with heaven and earth and stuff.
And hell.
So you see this jealousy path, this whole path that we've traveled, we could say this is the hell path. So you're stuck there in hell. You are in a space where you're saying, first of all, I am separate from everything. Me is me, God is God. And God is, you get what I mean? And everything that is going on is outside of me, and me, I'm here, and I have to act in my interest. So you've separated yourself from everything. You've separated yourself from this reality right now. So you're saying, I need a better reality than this.
Yeah.
That's why earlier I said, if you really found yourself spiritually, you're going to be happy with whatever that is happening, in a sense, right now. And also, with the religious part, I want to conclude with that also. Like, even with the religious books, Christianity and stuff, all of this, they have their starting points. One thing that we don't like to acknowledge as Africans most of the times who are Christians and stuff is the way these things ended up here. How they got here, for what purpose they're being used, and was the person bringing you this religion, was he in the spiritual space of being like, let me share what I've gathered up as knowledge to these people? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that they can also blossom. Or was he in the position of, this is my knowledge and I am going to use it to dominate these people? So when they are taking this one, I'm not even giving them the version of my understanding. I'm giving them the version that is suitable for them because I am trying to use them or exploit them. You get what I mean? So necessarily you don't get the connection of Jesus or the Bible or Quran to the spiritual thing. Because if you take it there, it doesn't make sense. Now, why are you sticking us if we are all one? You get what I mean? That's what I think. So even with religion, it can work, but you must know the starting points. I don't know why we got into all of that.
I know, but
Damn. You know, it's crazy how we all view this thing so differently, and sometimes, and I feel like you shouldn't judge somebody on the way they choose to believe in things, and you shouldn't say, he's satanic for saying that, he's that for doing that. I believe everybody is just, in their own space and just trying to figure it out on their own.
And also we are lost in so many things. Here's one weird thing I want you guys to notice. We don't seem to remember that language is made up. We make up the word cup. We made that up. People say there's a container to take water. What should we call this one? Cup. And if you study language, they will tell you there is something called arbitrariness of language, which means there is no connection between the word cup and cup. And that's two. There's no connection.
Oh my God.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Because it's language.
We just make it up.
The people made the language.
Exactly. To refer to experiences.
Yes.
So here's what we get lost into. Sometimes we don't know what these words really mean from the person who is making them. And also we get so much lost into the word God, we forget the actual experience.
Yes. And for instance, with Swahili as well, because there are people that are making these words, because Swahili wasn't that rich. It's combined of different languages, Arabic, English, Germany.
Exactly.
So now they're making the Swahili words, and like you say, it's just language. Just somebody sitting saying, laptops ni kisimbusi. Laptop ni kisimbusi,
I think so.
Kisimbusi.
I don't know shit.
Au ni decoder ndo kisimbusi. Laptop ni computer mpakato.
Yes.
Computer mpakato.
Si laptop mpakato ipakatwe.
Kisimbusi ni nini? Kingamuzi. Ni kingamuzi. So I don't know. There's so many words. Unaona watu hata wanaweka kwenye status sasa hivi kwamba this word means just watu wanatengeneza kwamba maneno ili neno iki kitu kwa sababu hakuna neno la Kiswahili let's say meza nasikia ni neno la Kijerumani right so tutengeneze la Kiswahili tuite meza kitu gani so kuna committee na then naamua
hata tukiita sasa hivi mkwalayo
kwa sababu
ambao neno ulijui ila
unakumbuka tulikuwa tunaita TV ni neno la Kiingereza ikaja runinga so kuna watu walikaa wakasema kwamba TV tuite kwa Kiswahili runinga okay lakini zamani tulikuwa tunaita TV kwa sababu hii TV neno la Kiingereza so la Kiswahili runinga ile tunayoiona na runinga
there's no connection. That's the beauty of it. Here's the thing. If
the connection,
exactly, there's no connection, and there shouldn't be any. This is the beauty of this whole thing of life. We are here to create. We are here to put more of ourselves out there, to design the shoes that other people haven't decided, because you have that taste that people don't have. But when we get here into this reality, we get lost in other people's thoughts of what is going on, to the point where we don't add it.
Kwa nini, when people ask questions, especially when in religious matters, when people ask questions, when you want to know more, because there's so many things that don't make sense.
Exactly.
Okay, and it's very important to ask questions, research, and have knowledge and whatnot. And as a human being, ambaye unautashi, you've got to ask questions, because there are a lot of things that don't make sense, right? But when you ask questions, it's a problem. It's like, wewe ni shetani or whatnot. When you ask questions like, why does this happen like this? Like, why is this this doesn't make sense. I know the Bible says, I know the Quran says, but there are things that really don't make sense. So when you ask questions, whatever, it's a problem, especially for religious people. Like, you come off as, listen, I said it before and I'll say it again, and I talk about it on my show every time. It doesn't matter how many Bible verses you can spit out. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. What matters to me is if you are a good person and you're living as a good person, you're treating people better, you're treating people well, and you're doing the good deeds that you're talking about every day. Because the God that you're talking about, the God that you're preaching about, he can see you. When we don't see you, he can see you. So if you're a bad person, regardless of what you tell us outside, it doesn't really matter. You're going to get your hell. And that's when it happens. Like, isn't he a pastor? Like, he's raping kids. Isn't he a pastor? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
I see what you mean.
I guess in my words, you're saying this. You're not going to be phased out. You're not going to be caught up in how many scriptures a person can quote.
Kabisa.
You're saying you're just going to feel their space.
I'm going to feel their energy.
Because it's a frequency. If you're going to put the word in, it's going to be frequency, vibration, then energy, which is going to be like, what is your space about? For instance, his space. You see, this is also spiritual. He's created a space right now. We are in his space. He's a spirit. He's created a space where we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
So this space comes from him. So now, his space of like, let me as a spirit have a space where other spirits can come and have conversations is creation itself. So now you're saying you're just going to look at the quality of the space a person has created. For instance, if it's a space of hate, right? You're simply not going to go in there, even if they throw in the verse, this was mandated according to the word of Jesus Christ. It's like, no, your space feels like when I come there, I'm going to go contract it. And what is toxic? It's going to bring me certain feelings about myself. And usually you're going to feel lacking. And after you feel lacking, you're going to feel like you need to look for things to complete you because you feel lacking. Right? And after that, now you're going to be anxious when these things don't go well. So you're bored, you get angry, you're bored, you look for something to unbore you. You fail, you get angry, and now because you've gotten angry, now you're scared to live life. You're anxious because now you don't know if the reality you want to live is going to come through. So this is also already a form of hell. That's why you're saying, that space is gonna make me feel lacking. It's gonna make me feel like I need to complete myself as if I'm not complete, and it's also gonna make me feel like I want to control reality as if I'm the overall spirit. So to hell with your space, me, I'm not coming.
Sean, what was your question again?
No.
We went overboard.
Man, it's just crazy how
we went overboard.
And I'm just no. Actually, no. This is what a podcast is for. It's not a TV show. It's not a radio show. We can go overboard.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay. But I'm trying to. I'm just flabbergasted with how everything just unfolds sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay. Let's dive into another one. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, is unsaid. You haven't.
No.
No, come up again.
Yeah.
You see what?
let's dive to another one.
Hey guys. Hey, as Deo said, I've created a space where spirits come to have conversations. That's crazy. Okay. What's your take on the rise of remote work? No trolling. Is it here
no
to stay?
No sweating. I'm trying to answer it in a very diplomatic way because I at some point I thought that could work for me. Remote working, is
Yes,
it? Like
yes.
Working from home. I think for me, working. I wouldn't want to work from home. For me, I wouldn't want to work from home. Probably maybe once or twice a week, but I wouldn't want to work from home every day because there's so many distractions at home, and also it just the environment. Just home should not be a working environment. Home should be home. You know,
Relaxing.
when you enter your home, it should welcome you in the energy should be, oh, this is my happy place, my relaxing place. This is where I come and I lay down and whatever I have my drink. It shouldn't be your working space. That's what I feel what my home is.
Yeah, I don't work.
And I wanted to feel that way.
Yeah.
And if we start working from home like 5 days a week, I know it's very convenient for some people. You can work in one country and your office could be in another country. I know it's convenient for a lot of people, but I just feel like I would like us to go back to where people go to the office.
Yeah.
I go to the office. I feel, but I believe that we can have meetings everywhere. I mean, meetings, I believe we can have them everywhere. We don't need to be in a boardroom, all of us, and have meetings. We can have online meetings. I'm so for online meetings because they save time and
money.
you can have meetings from anywhere. You don't all have to be in the boardroom at 8 a.m. in the morning to have a meeting. That's all.
All right.
Okay, that was said from the heart.
She spoke from the heart. That one.
Like, what's your take, man? Do you think it's here to stay?
Man. Is it here to stay? Okay. So if you if I was to guess, I think companies are making it's business wise. It makes sense for companies in a sense, especially for those ones that I'm arguing for those ones that had to dump their offices and stuff. It's less running costs and stuff.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense for business owners to be like, you can work from your home, so I can save money off of the buildings and stuff and the costs and stuff. So it makes sense. It makes sense. That's why Zoom blew up. It makes sense. That's why people are working from. But are we gonna try to keep it there? First, is it gonna stay this way? I don't think so.
In 2023, people started going back to the office. Companies started requiring people to go to the offices. In 2023,
I don't think
officially, because Corona was 2020, right?
Yeah.
And then 2020 shut down. And then 2021, also 2022, people were still working from home. But in 2023, companies started requiring people to go back to the offices. And 2024 as well, 2025, I think a lot of people working from home is, I think in the next 2 years or 3 years, there's going to be
Personally, I feel
But
like
remote working is not going anywhere. It's going to be improved, but
like
from home.
consultants are still going to work from anywhere. Yeah.
I feel like with me, like working from home is ineffective for me
Yeah.
because
A lot of distractions.
a lot of distractions, and you know, like you said, home should be a space where you just
Yeah.
chill, watch a movie, grab a drink. Oh, you get into some business with your partner. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I feel like home is, even if you have a home office, man, yeah, you're not gonna do anything. You're better off going to a cafe, man.
Yeah.
And working from there. Personally, I don't think working from home is here to stay.
Me, I've always worked from home, so I'm gonna keep that one going.
Kazi yako inaruhusu working from home.
Okay. Tolerating bullshit because they're attractive. No trolling. Have you ever done it?
Because they're attractive.
I've done it and hated myself afterwards. And be like, how, like, I put myself through all of that, and for what? It usually ends bad. You end feeling like, so I dismantled myself for that, and sometimes they decide, like she was saying earlier, to change their minds.
Yeah.
So you end up sleeping dry, anyways.
Sleeping dry.
Anyways, with the dry one, anyways.
Yeah.
And then at times they do give it to you, but also it still feels bad because I'll go back to the space they had you in for that relationship to happen. It always was already in that space of like, I might not be worthy, you are shit. So I'll just hang around here so that I can get it. So even if you get it, it feels bad afterwards. It's not reaffirming in any way.
I don't tolerate bullshit. I don't
Sir,
give a shit
talk
how
your
good
shit.
you look. I don't give a shit. I don't tolerate bullshit. You keep your BS over there, and I'm gonna be over here. When you come to your senses, you can come over here, but I do not keep the BS away from me. I'm too grown for this shit. I cannot, because I've tolerated so much bullshit over the years. I ain't doing it anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Attractive
ma'am.
people, you've heard us.
No.
Okay. What's the most effective way of spicing up a relationship? No trolling.
No sweating, right?
Yeah. Don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah.
Spicing up a relationship, I think for me, it's always communication. For me, communication is one of my love languages. I love a partner who knows how to communicate, and who knows how to communicate well. Okay. That means that whatever that they're going through, whatever that they want to share, they can share. Because some people don't know how to communicate. Some people just give you the silent treatment, or some people just bottle everything inside.
Yeah.
Or some people just don't know how to communicate. It's just,
Absolutely.
for me, any relationship to succeed, how to spice up a relationship, communication is the first thing. It's the key. For me, if our communication is not at par, if our communication is not where it's supposed to be, then there's nothing else we can do. We can't do anything without communication. You can't just want to be with me when you want to be with me, when it's on your terms and there's no communication. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything starts with communication.
Yeah,
so for me, in order for a relationship, if you want to spice it up, or if you want, just spice up your communication with me, that's enough. And then the rest will follow, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't argue with that. I think I should just second that one. I've not heard any
okay, you
better
totally
answer.
agree with that?
That's totally agree with that because
Because even listen, Dale, even when you want a person to touch you somewhere, right? You gotta communicate. You can't expect him to
Show
just
me.
go there. And then he's not going there, and you're like, oh my God, I wish he could go there. Go there.
Tell me I'm coming.
Go there. No,
Just tell me.
Just whisper, like, touch me there, like, go there. That's communication. Okay.
That's how you spice
That's
it
all,
up.
folks.
That's how you spice out your damn relationship, god damn it. Take some notes, homeboy. Stop being a fool, bruh. Okay. The last question of the day.
Woo!
Bang, bang, bang.
Okay. If you could instantly become an expert in one thing, what would it be and why? No trolling.
Don't sweat it. I need to think about this. If I could be an expert of one thing, I need to think about this. I think I've thought about this before.
Should we
think about this.
give it to Dale to take it away?
Yeah.
An expert at one thing.
Yes.
Just one thing.
Just one thing.
Communication. You always find there's always a place for you to serve. There's always a place for you to give. It's just that. I think that would be, and also to be a good communicator, do you know the amount of stuff you have to also, like amount of information you also have to go through as a person.
Yeah.
So you have to grow for you to become a good communicator. So I'll take that one. Communication.
I'll
take that one.
Should I go?
I would like to be a rocket scientist.
What?
She would like to go up in space, even though I told her she's already in space.
If I could be an expert, you said.
Yeah.
I would like to be a rocket scientist.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like your childhood like fantasy?
No, it's just I think it's very like
Cool.
up there. If I could be an expert, I would like to be a rocket scientist.
She's looking at the life of that rocket scientist.
Would you ever-
what if it's boring?
If you were wait,
What
do you
if it's
believe in the
boring?
landing of the moon? People landing on the moon?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you ask?
Do you believe that people landed on the moon?
Come on, man. No.
Yeah.
No?
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No.
I'm so into those things. I love it.
Why do you say no though? I'm intrigued.
Now you're gonna end my career if I answer that one.
Okay, I'm gonna protect you from this one. I'm gonna protect you from this one. Okay, say no more.
First of all, before I even go to whether I think you can actually go to the moon or not, let's just go to what has happened so far off of what we have been told by NASA. And first things first.
Leave NASA alone.
First things first. I watched a video of a guy from NASA being asked why in 2020, what was it, 2012 to 2012, 2012, or I don't remember vizuri ni lini, but this guy was asked, and then the answer was the reason why we haven't gone back to the moon is because we have lost the technology.
They
Yes,
haven't
I
gone
want to
back,
say-
so they've went before.
But here's the thing.
That's what he said.
Here's the
reason
thing.
why we haven't gone back.
Here's the thing. But do you just lose that kind of technology? This is supposed to be humans' biggest feat. They went to the moon, and we just lost the technology because the government was not funding us. Wewe mtoto wa mjini, hilo swala unalionaje kwa wewe?
Let's leave NASA.
You see, and then also the time where we supposedly went to the moon. For me, knowing now the way the global politics works, that was the time during the Cold War. You had Russia on the one side and you had the United States on the other sides, and these two people were competing on who can do dope shit.
Yeah. And
who can do the
they're still
dope shit.
competing until
And then in this time is when supposedly one of them went to the moon. And afterwards we asked them, why have you gone back? They said, we lost technology. But we are like supposed to connect the two and be like, we understand. We understand. You were branding.
Oh, damn.
That's what I think.
Have you watched Take Me to the Moon?
The movie?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So there's a movie called Take Me to the Moon. So what he's saying, it's about this astronaut going to the Americans going to the moon. So NASA's saying they're going to the moon, right? And then it's supposed to broadcast live. Okay, it's supposed to broadcast live.
I've seen that.
But they created like a whole movie scene of people going to the moon. And they were also broadcasting that live as well, just in case that doesn't work out. So people would see the movie as people going to the moon. So anyway, what he's saying, but that's a movie.
And then off of that documentary, that there's also a documentary I saw of. Now this is YouTube, and I know I'm supposed to say, I'm not so sure. So there's this documentary I watched, and then there was a lady off of the same thing. She said, I could have sworn in Australia. She said, I could have sworn because we did not only go to the moon, ladies and gentlemen, we broadcasted it live, direct from the moon. And then there was a lady that said, I could have sworn when that live was going on, I saw a bottle of Coca-Cola.
Oh, on that live.
And what did NASA say?
And NASA say there's no such thing. But you also told us you saw a movie where they had people be like, when that broadcast live from the moon doesn't work, we'll have you as backup. The question is, how are we sure it wasn't the backup all the time?
Backup. Yeah, like where did they get that from the movie to broadcast that? And also, it's such, you should watch the movie Take Me to the Moon. A cat came into the set.
You see now.
It's like, what's... But anyways, I don't want to spoil it for people. It's
man. Check out the movie. If you believe in the landing of the moon, let me know.
Or you can switch off this podcast because people are talking crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We did go to the moon, as you believe.
Hey, at least we're here to talk our mind. Talk our shit, man. Somebody has to say it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm talking to the... there's this thing. People are conspiracy theorists. People are so into conspiracies. I hate conspiracy theories. But the weird thing is, the person saying that always, you find out what they are. They're also something. Mm-hmm. They are also coincidence theorists.
Oh my God!
It just happened.
What's a coincidence theorist?
A person who thinks there is no planning whatsoever. There can't be people faking the moon. You see how the cat just showed up in the scene? It was a coincidence. You're a coincidence theorist.
But coincidence happened.
But not in the case we just...
Okay, not in that. Okay, no.
You get what I mean now? People will just dismiss you and you think it was all just a coincidence. Okay, fine.
Okay, wait. Before we finish.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna ask you guys one thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on no contact?
No contact?
No contact.
With who?
No contact. For instance, you have something with a girl, and then you go no contact.
Okay.
Maybe because something no contact.
Why? Did we fight?
Maybe you did, and then you go no contact.
Then it's a fight. It's no contact. Then no contact
is gonna be there.
No contact.
Mm-hmm.
Is a model of war at this point. If we are fighting, then you get what I'm trying to say.
Then no contact.
Yeah, no contact would then just be a strategy of war for me.
Okay, so is that a strategy? Like okay. So
if it's a war,
yes.
But it can be. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Okay, I feel like if you go into a disagreement with your partner.
Did you just say you just slept with her?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Not only sleeping with her, but then it's not a relationship. It's a maybe situationship, and then you go no contact. So it's either you're ghosting, but you go no contact.
I thought no physical contact.
No, it's you.
I was like, hey.
I understood that, but I just didn't know the circumstances.
That ghosting, no contact.
Ghosting.
What do you guys think about that? Why do you guys ghost? Because you guys
listen, I don't stand with ghosting. I've been ghosted a couple times, a million times.
You've been ghosted?
A lot of times. Okay, not that much, but I've been ghosted before. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they take it personally, like, okay, why don't you want to talk to me? Did I say something wrong? And I try to investigate or find out why you ghosted me. Mm-hmm. It turns out that's a mistake of its own. You're not supposed to investigate why you were ghosted. You just have to accept the fact
you just got ghosted.
You just got ghosted. You're not supposed to dive deep into some rabbit hole trying to figure that out because you're wasting your time. Because the reason they ghosted you, because they didn't want to tell you the reason they ghosted you.
You were smart for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing. Okay, ghosting and wait. I just slipped my mind, but I really need to get your take on that.
I also, if I can add that, I think also it's with the pressure. The truth is, in most cases, you would find. I'm just arguing here that women, like for instance, the way you argued, they want something serious, or that even though it's starting this way, it will get a place where she will want something serious. Yeah. So sometimes maybe, I'm just saying, guys just ghost off of trying to avoid that conversation that they know they should have.
So why don't you just have
immaturity,
the
basically?
Because people are bitches. Sometimes people are scared. Sometimes
I feel like that's immaturity to me.
Immaturity.
It's immaturity.
Okay, so you talked about not wanting to know why they've ghosted you. You shouldn't want to know why they've ghosted you. What's your take on closure? Should you look for closure? Are closure setups?
I feel like closure is when you actually meet you run into that person in person. You get me?
But there are people that, like, if something like that happens and they feel like they don't
feel
have
like
closure,
Yeah.
should they seek for closure, or closure is not
seek it in a
something
way
you want?
where it's not through the phone, the contact.
Okay.
Because if you reach out through the phone, you won't get that closure you're looking for.
Okay.
You just have to maybe keep it, or talk to a friend, tell them the issue, or if you know the girl's friend or the guy's friend, talk to them about asking them. Figure out a way to get your closure without using the phone. I feel like that's the way.
Me before I get to that person, I'll sit down and beat myself up first, not like physically, but just try to be like, okay,
I got ghosted.
okay. First of all, why did you get ghosted? Then I would just take the shoes of the person in the sense
and try to
be very
psychoanalyze
harsh
yourself.
and be harsh on myself just for balance. It's not that I'm going to stick with the harsh one, just to see what's going on, just to see maybe there was a way I was acting. You get where that threw them off, or maybe there was something that was there from the beginning. I
Sometimes-
just didn't want to see it because I was so into getting with her.
So where are you getting that?
So in my head.
In your head.
In my head.
Sometimes they tell you, oh, you just...
Let's just say, you would know, for instance, if you want a guy who doesn't want you, you know that from the beginning. You get what I mean? Like, I'm just giving it an example, a simple example. Like, I'm getting into this guy, he's not really into me.
Yeah.
You're saying maybe it will work. There's so many things that you could tell yourself for you to go on with it anyways.
Yeah.
So for me, in these cases, sometimes I'll just go back to the hard truth and be like, okay, what was I not wanting to see from the beginning? Oh, so I was forcing this thing and stuff and something like that. That way, I can have closure with myself in the sense of like, okay, bro, there was nothing here. You were just reading into this situation and then leave it out. And then if I meet them, fine. But for me, I'm doing that. And I'm not saying this is necessarily the best way to go. I'm just doing with that. I'm doing that because, I don't have to spend time with that person all the time, but I have to spend time with me all the time. So
you're into finding closure within yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sean is saying you should wait, not call them, maybe until you run into them, whatnot. But should you call them and ask them to meet so you can get the closure?
No.
So what?
You won't get it that way.
So
no. Just hope you're gonna run into
wait for it to happen.
Yeah, for it to happen. You just have to.
And when it happens, do you ask or do you just?
No, me like.
It's like what happened?
like,
What's going
it's
on?
gonna be also a
What
weird
happened?
vibe,
And because
Like, what
the thing is,
happened?
when somebody ghosts you, for the few months that ghosting process happened, they're gonna be like they're gonna be in their feelings on how that they don't want to tell it to you. But after some time, they'll be like, the reason I ghosted you because you were too much. You were just giving too much lover boy energy, and at the moment I wasn't looking for that.
Bam, 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 bam.
So you should give it time.
Give it time. That's what I'm trying to say.
Give it time. Okay.
You're right.
I think closure is a setup. I think I'm with them. Find closure within yourself.
Within yourself.
Don't find closure with the other person.
I mean,
closure is a setup.
Within time. When I say within time, is like you find closure with yourself first, and then that is just extra.
You were saying also what you were saying. From what I heard is like, if you do actually want to get the explanation of why they did it in the first place, still give it time. Because the reason why they didn't give you an explanation is because they were in their feelings, but they will be more ready to tell you what happened after time.
Facts. Okay. All right, gang, that was a wrap for today's episode. Hey, man, it was a banger. It was vibes. You guys are crazy and really intriguing to talk to. I'm definitely gonna bring you back again.
This very same duo.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what the people are saying.
We'll see what
you know what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, for sure. Like I always like to say, shout out to our day one listeners, man. You guys have been holding us since the beginning of this episode, from episode 1 up to this episode 57. Shout out to the happy couples out there. May your love stay sweet and toxic a little bit for interesting stories, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta keep it entertaining for us, man. Shout out to the 9-to-5 warriors, man. If you just got off work right now, just pour yourself a strong drink, because you deserve that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You deserve that shit. If you are a photographer or like a content creator, man, keep grinding, man. If you're a podcaster, shout out to every other podcast out there. There's room for every one of us, man. You just have to keep on grinding, bro.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It may look simple. Just three people having conversation behind the camera. Nah, nigga. It takes a lot of work and dedication to make all this happen. And I love this. So it's kind of comes quite.
So he's not in hell, he's in heaven doing this one. I see. He loves it.
Okay.
You're in heaven.
Shout out to the baddies with high standards, man. Keep them standards high, because we all know that some niggas out here ain't shit. And that goes the same way with girls. Some girls ain't shit. But at the end of the day, just stick true to yourself. Stay humble, stay respectful. Put us in your prayers, because the Lord knows we need to be there. And yeah, until next time, peace out.
Which one? Is it that one?
That's one, bro.
Bye.